Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be playing The Council for the very first time. I have never played this game before, so yeah, could be fun. It's a story-based game from what I gathered, but not entirely just making choices. There are skills that you can level up, but I have no clue how. I don't know what they are, so yeah. Let's start. Also, before I start, I just remembered this. I have played Telltale games, so I'm gonna test some buttons to see if they are the same, like running faster and such. So, okay. Save game 1. Yes. Okay. Use a golden elixir to remove your negative alterations. Okay, I don't know if a golden elixir is something I get often, but good to know. France. La Notre-Dame. Paris. December 10th, 1792. 1792.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Bonaparte.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm playing as the guy, because his face was all over the starting screen. She's my mother. I'm a member of a secret order called the Golden Order. And this guy wants something. So basically I'm a spy. This is starting to feel a lot like Assassin's Creed.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother.
That's good.
There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
That's not good.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Bonaparte, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
That sounded like a hint.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
I get slapped in the face. She says that I shouldn't be annoying him.
Your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. I know, but I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Bonaparte! Bonaparte! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't
You
worry,
just told
Mother.
me to lure him
You want to
here.
play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me
She
do
told me
this.
to lure him
Trust
here,
me.
and then she gets angry because I lured him here. So I can choose to act myself or trust her, I suppose. Well, yeah. Members of a secret order, so I'm guessing she's been in it longer than I have. So I am going to trust her. And she's my mom.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Unlock trait. Trusting. Oh wow, I got a trophy with that. Shoot. That's also a way to do it.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Why, thank you.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Oh.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
So we're just gonna let him lie there with the knife at his hand. What could possibly go wrong? It's not like he could wake up or stab someone that is trying to come pick him up. Wow, 1 month later. Okay, so I guess nothing went wrong. January 20th, 93. Lord Mortimer. Okay, so we heard that name a little earlier. They were gonna sell it at a party. No, wait, he was gonna try to sell it at a party. Cyanide. Okay, the long distance graphics are not that overwhelming, but the close-ups are better. Old people actually look old without looking
Well done,
all
Mother.
wrinkled like
You just
Skyrim.
had to pick up Bonaparte trail on
Even
your
young
own,
people
didn't
looked
you?
old back
You
there.
ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer, and now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Okay, so we stole a book. She came here because apparently it was gonna be sold by someone back here, even though we had it.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you.
And
In
she
any
disappeared.
case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited
I already like the voice I
Well
hear
now,
from her,
Duchess,
from this
find
woman, the
ourselves
Duchess.
both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very
Cleavage.
amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
I'm gonna go with business, but first things first. I have played a Telltale game before, and it was Batman. And the second I saw Catwoman, I knew, yeah, I knew Catwoman, Batman. So I'm gonna try to do the same between him and her, if that's possible, because, yeah, cleavage. Business with Lord Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer asked me to
It's
join
also
him.
more polite.
We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
I want to answer, because it might make me suspicious if I dodge it. But then again, I am curious to talk to her. So, gonna ask her.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
He also said
I
it
do
more
not
like a
think that one
statement
can ever
than a
get
question.
accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything
My
is
face is very
possible if
powdered.
you make the right choices.
You
It
can
really
notice
is
the
up
color
to you
difference.
whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
I do like the Duchess.
A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Are you alright?
Migraine? Or maybe it's me entering his brain. Oh, there's something in my eye. Not during a story-based mission, please. Game. Okay.
Mother?
I can time travel?
Oh shit, your hand!
Jesus. Wait, what?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
So she knows my mom.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your
Okay,
mind?
she's not on the best of terms with my
There's
mother.
no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No,
Jesus, what happened to the
But-
mom?
I trusted you.
Wait, am I seeing the future?
Don't!
Or the past?
No!
Okay, so I just saw the future apparently. So when I said it, whoa, that's a lot of blood. But then again, if I saw that cleavage, I would probably get a bloody nose too
Are you
in real
alright?
life.
What's going on?
Sorry, the anime trope. Jesus,
Here, take this.
put it more on screen, will you?
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you
What
better?
was I saying?
I'm fine.
She's pretty though.
Don't worry.
Aside from.
It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
Well, she doesn't like that. She wanted to stay with me. There might actually be a chance to court her.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going
Okay,
crazy
so
or what?
let me put it
This
down a
can't
second.
be real. The
Um,
Duchess arrived with me. What's
yeah, so
happening
I
to me,
either
for
saw
God's sake?
the past and she survived, or I saw the
Absolutely need to
future
find your
and
mother.
I need to stay with her as I originally planned, but for a completely different reason. I just thought maybe I could get close, build a relationship, because you've seen the face, come on, it's a pretty face. And from what I gather about her character, it's good too. So, because she's helpful towards my mom. She likes me, mom, so I like her. But yeah, I will try not to get distracted by her cleavage. But I can't promise anything. So, also the bloody nose, oh damn. But yeah, okay, so this is walking. Those buttons don't do anything. Okay, so R2 is running. Okay, so I still need to use thing. Oh, shiny. Okay, cutscene.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh! Well, this is different from normal story missions. So I have skills that I get. Okay, so let's see. Diplomat shines in society, talented speaker, yeah, that's not me. He avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he has he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection? I don't know what that means. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, diversion. Okay. Occultist. Is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and arts. I'm guessing it's dark arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Manipulation, occultism, I have no clue what that is, erudition. Sciences and subterfuge. I have no idea what subterfuge is either. Detective. Excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Okay, so I'm pretty much a detective then. I do like to use psychology. Your skills. Detective unlocks the questioning, vigilance, logic. Okay, that was what I just read. You now have 7 skill points to use your skills. You're past granted 1 skill point to manipulation and 1 to psychology. It says I have 7, but I only have 3 available points. Let's see. So, questioning. Okay, so literally just questioning. Notice noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. Read people's behavior. Logical mind. Oratorical talents. I have no idea what oratorical means. I'm gonna have to look up so many words in this playthrough. Use your coordination against your surroundings and sometimes against people. So fighting basically. Get people to act out of your own interest. Rely on knowledge of myths, symbols, ancient languages. Culture, art, history, geography. Up to date with science. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to steal and pick locks. So probably gonna go with that one. It takes 3 points and I have 3, so. Translate all kinds of documents. Divert attention. Grasp of politics. I'm guessing that's just gonna be talking to people. Convince them out of sheer willpower. Nice. Adopt appropriate behavior for every social situation. Also used to formulate flattery and buildings. Okay, so I'm gonna go with subterfuge. Reduce cost of effort points by 3 when I reach level 2. Okay. Hold square. Okay.
Well, over the last few
Access
years,
menu. Oh, a map. Awesome. Oh, okay, so I'm that thing. That's a pretty face. What you would expect from a pope. Is he a pope? No, he's not a pope. Legend of a pope. Okay. None. +1 in psychology. I'm guessing that's where I got that. Oh no, wait, here. +1 in manipulation. You have always been charismatic. Okay, so I wonder if I had taken anything else that I wouldn't have been. Yeah, 1 in psychology because I trusted my mum. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. And that's just getting the... Whoa, what's this? Oh! So these are bonus achievements that give something. More experience at the end of a quest. Etiquette, psychology, wait, confrontations. Fail confrontations. Oh wow! So there are also talents that are working in my... How do I call it? That are negative for me. So I do get a skill point in linguistics, but manipulation costs an effort point more. So if I level up everything in manipulation, it doesn't matter, I guess. So there are actually levels. I might go for this one first, because 10%. Read 5 manuscripts, collect 10. Amber, I don't know what amber is. Probably just things I can pick up. that's using skills. Make a dialogue choice 20 times before the end of a dialogue timer. Decrease your effort points to 0 during a quest. Gain 1 in agility. So, skill point. So then what is an effort point? So these are skill points. Now what's an effort point? Okay, so I don't get a level. I get a 4th of a level. And this is only 3. Oh, okay. So that's completely different. Consult your journal. Uncover all immunities and vulnerabilities. Okay. Elizabeth, Johan, Jacques, Emily. I think. Why do I get spy for Emily? Oh, but I do get investigator and stuff. Okay. For a second I thought that might have been foreshadowing. Initiated, Lord Mortimer. Linguistics, interpreter, politician, orator, officer, well-read. Okay,
A number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'orgère, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah,
That's
and I
usually
read
the way.
your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Okay, so apparently she definitely sounds British. So there's no question in that. And he said across the channel, so I'm guessing he's French. Because the name is also de Richet. So. Not at all so lighthearted, not at all sorry. I'm gonna go with sorry.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I
I'm a
don't
polite
remember
person.
where.
Especially to people I
I
want to court.
appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very
Camera a little.
flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty,
Beautiful.
madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make
Well-
up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No, sorry. I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
She
Let's
sounds a little
drop it,
desperate.
Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
She sounded a little desperate about me not... Okay, I'm gonna read that in a second. She sounded a little bit desperate when I didn't recognize her. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna try to court her, so I'm not gonna lie to her, or at least not about these kind of things. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Ah yeah, it's probably the first time a man hasn't remembered your face. Well, if they were looking at a cleavage, then I'm not surprised they don't remember her face. So, okay, opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access a skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked. Okay. Oh wait, this is timed. Mouth? Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she
Okay.
playing with me?
She did sound a little like she was playing with me. Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Okay, so I don't want to get the immune ones, obviously. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieving your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted, meanwhile exploiting vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab in the menu. Red is immunity and bluish green is vulnerability. Okay. So how do I know which one is which? And how have I not seen effort points yet?
Emily, please
Oh,
excuse
okay,
my
so that's the
insisting, but
thing
you
below.
still haven't
Immune
answered
to
about
logic.
my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows
That's a bit
Sarah de
weird.
Richet.
De Richet. That's
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in a dedicated tab in the menu. Okay, so that's what I just checked. I was gonna say something about her walking away, but I don't remember. And it was something proper, not...
Must be
All
an
about the
incredible
cleavage
view
of the
from up
butt.
there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Okay. So yeah, oh yeah, I remember. Royal jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Okay. Press below to use. Don't need that though. What I was gonna say was the fact that she was immune to logic. Okay. Means either that she's very smart or very stupid.
Great, honey.
Too smart to affect her knowledge, to make a logical trap for her, because she will be too smart, or just too stupid to understand. So
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name?
I haven't eaten yet, so
Louis
if you hear
Mauras de Richet.
weird noises,
Monsieur
it's
de
my
Richet.
stomach.
Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our
How are
utmost
you
to
breathing?
find your mother as quickly as possible.
You gonna ask about me, Mum?
What can you tell me about the
'Cause I'm here to
disappearance of my
find her.
mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island.
The
But
island
sir, may
doesn't
rest
seem that
assured,
big though.
we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
He does like to say sir often. Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost. Okay, so that's what I saw. Oh, and that's... I'm already looking at the center of the screen. Have you found anything? That's a question thing, so the fact that I'm a detective is already coming in useful. And again, there's a timer. Difficulty 0, questioning level 1. Yeah,
And
go with this.
did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of
Vulnerability,
damage, sir,
questioning.
on the
Okay.
wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with
Investigating.
barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem
Gotta
to have
drink a
found an
little water.
object that would appear to belong
I'm gonna
to
drink
Sir's
water in
mother.
a little while.
A handkerchief.
Who knows what
The
I need to
handkerchief is
answer
embroidered
next
with
and
the
when.
initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet.
That's a good
I have
assumption, but
orders
it
to
could
give
also
it to Lord
be
Mortimer
something
as
else.
soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the
Sarah
wharf
de
for
Richet?
nothing. I've got to find out
Something
what
like
the
that?
hell she was doing here.
You never know.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
So there was conviction, I think. No. This one is manipulation, obviously. Logic. Let me have the handkerchief. of
Give me the
carrot.
handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled
Another
hard for
vulnerability.
several days in order to get here.
Yes,
Invited by your
vulnerability.
master.
no, of course, but
Because my
Logic.
mother
Why does
went
it show me
missing right
twice?
under your nose.
sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are.
He never actually
I must
refused.
return. There's still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
You just started ranting to him. Poor servant.
It is
I'm feeling sorry
indeed
for the
your
servant.
handkerchief, Mother.
I'm feeling sorry
must
for
have
the
come here
servant.
for a specific
Seriously.
reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here
Old
on this
Archer to move
wharf?
faster. The guy never even told me you cannot have it. I just started ranting to him. I'm gonna drink a little water first. Because I'm a little hungry. I ate breakfast and it's about almost noon, so... what else is
The
there?
barrel's been
barrel.
broken for quite some time.
Okay.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborrow.
Can I hide in it?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
If there's anything I've learned from playing RPGs and stuff, take everything you find.
This might just come in handy.
Well, almost everything. Things that are just randomly placed you can take.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened.
But if it's
I don't
placed
seem to have
by
used any.
an enemy or it seems to be a trap, don't take it. Hey, I found the bar. There's a bar missing from the gate.
I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use an iron bar. See? It's already useful.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Well, so much for being useful. So I can force it open, pick the lock. I want to force it open, but I don't know. I'm gonna step back for a second, see if I can use the bar somewhere else. Because I'm afraid it might break. Hello. Broken wood.
Wooden floorboard.
Question where it
Judging
came
by the
from.
splinters of the
It
wood,
costs
this
0,
floorboard
so.
has been ripped up. It was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it's still...
Okay, so I'm back. My battery died, but you guys maybe missed 2 seconds, maybe even 1. I had to go get another battery. The one that was in the camera is now loading, recharging, sorry. And I also took the opportunity to go and eat something, so yeah. Let's continue.
It would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand back because apparently I can't do anything with that. But okay, so I was wondering maybe I could find a hole where that belonged, but apparently there's something else here and that's broken too, so let's check that out. And there's something beneath it too.
There's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Maybe I can use the iron bar with this. Okay, so
That does it.
this was what I could use it for.
Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
So this might be our mum's bag. Manuscripts. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab on the menu. Press the touchpad to access your main menu. Validate.
Let's look inside the bag.
Let's see what it does. So, I can't select these because I'm already busy with the quest. And it gives me points in these. So I'm guessing it... Wait, this one was from trusting my mum. This one was being charismatic. Okay, so I didn't have any yet. I think I saw something that had something of the same sort. One in etiquette. There was one of these things that gave me... Here. Equip an extra manuscript. Collect 10. Oh boy.
Food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Examine belongings.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread.
We're just gonna do most of them.
The fruit's still
or
firm.
all of them.
The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Okay, there is enough, but is it good enough to eat in 2 days?
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
A rusty key.
Iron key completely rusted.
I want to take the key because it might be useful, but then again, it's in my mum's belongings and she probably has a plan to use it. Well, I can lockpick stuff, so I'm gonna leave the key.
I'd rather leave it all as it is.
Take the bag. Yeah, if I'm gonna I'm gonna let the key stay there, so I'm not gonna take the bag either.
Right, that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. For crying out loud.
Okay, so let's
Why did
see,
you
maybe
hide
now I
supplies in the
can
middle of nowhere, Mother. I don't
use
know
bar.
what's going
I
on.
wonder.
You obviously feel like
So
you're
I
in
thought
danger.
maybe I could just slip through there, because that's where the rusty bar came from. Oh, so... Okay. I don't get the choice of using the bar anymore. Maybe I dropped it next to me. Did I? No? What's this? No, even more jelly. Okay, so yeah, I'm being forced to lockpick it if I want to go in there, and I want to go in there. Because who knows what's in there. Well, it's a good thing I can pick locks.
There we are.
Let's see. Oh, 2 things.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this
turn
has
up the
anything to
volume
do with
for
you, Mother,
my
but if it
computer
does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Now I can hear the ocean.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
More royal jelly.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
That's not gonna be very useful anymore. I don't have science.
It's unusable
Yeah.
now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
So, from my vision, I can guess that my mum took the gun, and since it's 1793, that's probably still a gun that uses gunpowder and a tiny metal ball instead of an actual bullet. Well, a bullet is made up in the same way. Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Okay. So, as I was saying, that's pretty much how a bullet works. Except the gunpowder is in the back of the bullet, and by the firing pin, it ignites, exploding, and on the tip of the bullet is just a tiny iron ball that flies ahead. there anything else here? Maybe back where I came from? There's something here.
Some rope.
No.
Apparently no one's touched it for a
Okay,
good
so there's
long
also
time.
useless things
A lantern. Nothing special.
that you can notice. Oh. Letters.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
I don't want to waste that much, so I'm just gonna go one by
Let's
one.
look.
Envelope has ideograms on.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know this language.
I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
Okay. Joaquin da Silva Xavier.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Okay, so that was useless. Or maybe it's Richet.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
That's all he says about that. I don't feel like they would put something useful in the first one. Samuel Ritter de Choix. I somehow read Richet in there. What was his name? Louis de Richet. Louis de I just don't know what the S and A and where the M come from. Maybe it's something useful. Okay, so 2 options. I have neither of them. Occultism and etiquette. Well, so much for that.
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so if I want to use it, I will have to use the clue thing, but I don't want to because I think I saw something here too. Yeah, 1 in etiquette, no consumables during a quest. So I'm gonna try to do that one in the first episode. Immunities, free skill, negative alterations. I hope I don't activate by pressing down once. Okay, so it's a loading bar. Okay, restore 2 effort points. Yeah. I think that's all. It also, no, look for more clues. That's probably the letter. Oh, something down here.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Mi fili, I know that means my son, but that's pretty much all I know of Latin. Yeah, I have neither of those. I hope it wasn't anything useful. My skills are mainly used when talking to people, which is the exact opposite of what I expected from detective, and also the exact opposite of what I am in real
managed to
life.
build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop.
Yeah, I wonder about that too. But hey, money. Why would someone ever need a door that big? Seriously. I'm as big as the bottom part, a little bit bigger. Something in my throat. Okay. Zeus?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sir de Richet, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
I'm wondering about the mark on his hand
why
because I
she was
saw
coming
a
here.
tattoo there.
Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen,
Whoa, what is this?
if it will help, you can
Okay,
always...
so this is a confrontation. Oh, there it is. During a confrontation, You have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. So, I can screw up 3 times.
Thank you, my son.
That's a lot, actually.
That in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally.
I do wonder what that loop is.
Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
I don't want to be impolite and just say, give it to me! Precious. But, several weeks might make him suspicious. I'm just gonna tell him the truth.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Good excuse.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Okay.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable.
I saw a cross.
But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly.
I saw a cross in the image on his
You
hand.
said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We are members of the Golden Order. Secret Order, I'm just gonna tell you that I'm a member. Business is confidential, that would probably have been the best one. Just lie to his face. Or just say it's a secret. I don't know what the difference is between these two.
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of
So he knows I work for an organization.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
You manipulative.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
I am her brother. Wow, I am her brother. No, I am her son. So, depends on what it contains. Yes, you can count on me. I'm not gonna go with when I find her because then he knows she's missing. I don't want to waste that many, so you can count on me.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing.
There we go.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation, last step. Okay, so now I know what the loop means. For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, a step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Last step of confrontation will repeat itself if you fail. Yeesh. So if I don't screw up in the other ones, I get to do it 3 times, and I only have 2 options. I don't believe in his god. Pyramid. If I say no, he won't give it to me, so I have to go with okay.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Drama?
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret. It's your check.
Reliable. 1 point in manipulation. Yeah.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many cues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Okay, so it's good that I have vigilance because it shows me hidden things. Devil's Thorn. Grant you the exalted state. You temporarily see immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You can't carry more than 5. Okay, so that's gonna help me a lot with talents, I think they were. Oh.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Okay, so I can pretty much look at any painting I want. Can I go outside? No, I can't. But it did show.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
So not much useful information. Maybe there's something here. Oh, book.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
There are so many things that I'm doing right now that I don't have skills for. Parallel lives. Oh.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us.
An accent.
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Jesus.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Mauras de Richet.
Mauras.
It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
I do like her accent, though.
At the risk of disappointing
Duchess,
you,
I just wanted to
we weren't
mention that again.
conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here?
By the way, I wasn't gonna mention the
Not in
letter,
the slightest.
because I just
Me,
promised
I've been invited by Sir
legend,
Horn, a close
wouldn't,
friend
so.
of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
Which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
Oh.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
For the people who don't know, absinthe is a very, very strong alcohol. So, when she says I'll leave it up to your imagination after we have had absinthe, invent something.
Like
Yeah,
you,
then
Mr.
I'm
President.
going to think
I
dirty,
knew
so...
as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two
Especially if
members of
she
the
says
same
it's that...
family here. That is
Especially if
rare.
she says it's,
You know what they say.
it's that
You
way.
can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
That's not exactly a good joke, but okay.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Well, the gold thing is interesting. The necklace.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
So he's my boss.
He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna talk to him after this.
my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
Okay.
And now,
that's
my
the
dear
guy who
friends,
invited
a
those
light
two.
meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir
So there won't
Holm,
be
but
much
I have
talking.
already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Yeah, but they already said that they won't be doing much talking, so... And I want to stick with Emily because I'm afraid that my mum might do something bad with her. Not in a good way, an actual bad way. You naughty girl. And Washington is member of the Golden Order, so he might tell me a lot more than Holm would.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please.
Also, the letter that I said, I don't know where the S and stuff goes. Apparently that's for the Mauras
Thank you
in his
for
name.
staying. Just
Louis
like
Mauras de
you,
Richet.
when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
That explains why he's
And
talking so freely.
President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
So he's not my boss,
You
he's the
did
boss
well.
of everybody in the United
Secrecy
States of
and
the Order.
discretion
Okay.
are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And now I also know that Emily is a member of the Order. So that makes it far more logical that she knows me, Mum. I want to know how she knows my mum, but they are both members of the Order, so it might be that way. Tell me more about this Mortimer. I'm gonna ask about Mortimer because
Mother has always had a
I need to know my
fascination
enemy.
for Lord Mortimer,
and
but
know
has
if
never
he
wanted
is an
to
enemy.
tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France.
go.
It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
So he gave you money for your electoral campaign. You're the head of a secret organization, and you don't find it odd that he just gives you money without asking something in return. Right. You're in his pocket. But I still don't know if he's an enemy. Maybe Holm is the enemy. Maybe Emily is the enemy. Then again, in the vision she clearly wasn't an enemy, so... How did you know? When was the last time you saw her? This might be a bit too aggressive. Because most of the time I've noticed that if I pick something that doesn't appear aggressive but is invasive, then he says it aggressively, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but
basically,
believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Okay.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Rather political. That's not a question I would ask. So what I said about not seeming aggressive, but being invasive. Pardon me. I meant stuff like "No, give me the letter," and stuff like that. So I highly doubt that he would have said it in a friendly way. My food is giving me a little trouble. I'm getting hiccups from it. Well, not hiccups. I'm gonna go with the mysteries.
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir.
Remain rational and
I
open.
was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
But if she has left the island, then there is no problem. Because she'll be safe, probably. If she left voluntarily. Maybe the others of the order, no? Wow. Cold chills again. I'm gonna go with left the island.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
I don't know how big Delaware
So
is,
my
let
mother
alone
still
how
must
big
be
it
on
was
the
back
island.
then. Well, he is a leader of the order, though it's in America, so I'm gonna go with show the book. Inquisitive, I'm curious what that is. Gain 1 point in occultism. So because I showed
I did
it,
find
okay.
a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
And they're back.
Careful, they're coming back.
Everybody was looking at them. Just making sure I'm recording.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President.
Well, he's shocked.
She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Yeah, I already checked the medal, so I'm gonna go with his face.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Huh.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Yeah, I already did the medal,
Washington
so...
looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Okay. Let's see where this takes us.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Left, right.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Okay. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut it off there because we're already at 1 hour or so. But I will be continuing the game immediately. I might upload them in 2 parts on the same day. Depends. Okay, so it's music from the game. I thought the phone was going. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I might upload them on the same day, so depends on how quick editing goes. Putting my face in there. Need to find a good spot where I don't cover up any important things, so yeah. But if you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, it's been a pleasure. See you guys in the next one. Bye.